No, it was a great one. The blood. I thought that would be a great blind for him, but I'm stuck with it now.
It's really just a transfusion.
But my dad wouldn't allow me. No, I wouldn't. I mean, it wouldn't change me blood for nothing.
Hey, that's like a blood transfusion.
I mean, who would want to change this blood? I mean, who'd want it? Where would I put it? It's all about the next world. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we looking for? Promotion, demotion, and why do we? You know, I mean, we're here living this life. What's the whole speculation about the next one?
Yeah,
it'll either be there or it won't.
But there are a lot of people out there, and you go see them and play for them, who consider that you were already in the next world.
Oh, sometimes they're great.
You know,
yeah, I mean, there are. I mean, the guys, all our friends, we're getting lonely old men. A lot of friends are gone, right? And we say, well, it'd be nice to see them up in heaven, but I don't know about scudding around on clouds playing.
Yeah, but there are people out there looking at you.
How do you tune them off?
What about Hoover?
Hoover?
J. Edgar.
J. Edgar.
What would he come back as?
I think, basically, you know, if I had my way.
Yeah, yeah, you probably would.
What would a worm do? Slug?
The worm does okay until they're eaten by a bird. They know about
Well, this at least is something useful. And it flies.
They may have too much fun for Hoover. I'd send him back as a,
You might be right. Weasel? Stuff?
I don't know. Man, I'd send him back to the same fate as being an FBI director, but with his identity known, you know, somehow.
I don't think he probably. I mean, his fate probably be not to come back as anything. A fart.
He made a deal.
Yeah.
He made a deal. Rise of the Rolling Stones really was. Who do you like, the Beatles or? You know, they had the Outlaw.
Yeah, I mean, and actually, there's very little. I mean, on the surface, at least when we all started, very little difference between the Beatles and ourselves. We're just a bunch of kids that wanted to play black American music.
You were a lot meaner.
But because they came off, you know, they were at the same time they had to break in the door. You see, there would be no Stones without Beatles. I mean, I have to take my hat off to John. Yeah, you know, he was the strong man in the Beatles.
Yeah, we need icebreakers.
If they hadn't kicked the door in, there's no way we would, you know, got in because they already looked bizarre.
Where were you on, say, Christmas Eve, 1962?
Christmas Eve, I was playing a gig in London. It'd be in London. Yeah, we'd be working that night.
Same route, Stone?
Yeah, we'd probably get paid like half as much as usual for Christmas Eve. And,
where were you on Christmas Eve in 1966?
66. No, let me think about it. 66. Yeah. Oh boy, 60s. Christmas Eve. 60s. Flat on my back after working solid, I guess, everywhere for, you know, since Christmas Eve. 62.
Well, try 69. I'm just looking at.
69. Just getting over Audubon.
But you were right in the middle of it, right?
Yeah, I'm standing there and I'm watching the Angels shove people around, and I'm seeing one freaked out speed black guy do the wrong thing.
In a green
and he
suit.
Paid for it.
A green suit, right?
Yeah, green suit, yeah. You know, we just wanted to do a concert, and Grateful Dead have done hundreds of them, right? In Frisco, they run the show there. Yeah. And so we said, look, we're on the road working, but we'd like to do, you know, one of your famous free concerts. Just say a thank you to everybody, and
that's right.
So we leave it to them, and they say, and there's security and blah blah. And they say, well, we usually use the Angels, and they're cool, you know, but we have a deal with them, and blah blah.
That was true in a way. Yeah,
they did, you know. I mean, and everything they'd pulled off up until then had been very peaceable. But this thing just got too out of hand for them and for the Frisco, you know. The city kept jerking them around, like where you can hold it, there's this park or that park. And so we end up in this desert. Yeah. There was 500,000 people out there in a field.
Oh, more than that.
Well, it's 500,000. I mean, there's five. I mean, basically. I mean, I counted 500,000 personally.
Only 3 people, I think, died there.
Well, I think
Two gave
one
birth.
died and one was born. I mean,
Yeah.
So the same people,
Well,
the same amount of people left.
But still,
Those came in.
people-
I'd rather just play the blues. Huh?
A guest.
But what do you got? I mean, a painter has got a canvas, you know, but there's got to be a frame around it somewhere.
Yeah, the pretty
And,
presents going to church.
you know, the writer's got reams of empty paper, which he's supposed to fill with words and brilliantly put together, right? That,
Yeah.
And a musician has silence.
Poor baby.
This is no life, living here without you. This is no way for me to get along, yeah. Now that I know I'm no good without you, Eileen, Eileen, won't you lean on me, please? How much I had, baby, when I had you. I'm destitute this way, yeah. I'm doing time, living here without you. Eileen, what do I do, baby, to impress you? Now that I'm grown and thrown out the way. Eileen, you can lean on me. Baby, I'm dead in a cold war without you. Why, buddy?
kick out of you.
Well, with the steel, it's more a matter of your taste. You know, stealing is not wrong. I call it, you know, I always like to credit people when I lift their stuff.
Well, it comes up on stage as mine. The hat came up on stage.
And I've never had a bad night. Good night. Thank you for, I appreciate, it's nice to have you in my confidence. I'm Baba Wawa, and you're not. You're just a rock and roll punk.